Hello everyone, I'm Rachel and today I'm going to talk about auxiliary verbs. Let's start.
Auxiliary verbs to be, to do, and to have. Auxiliary verb adds meaning to the sentence by showing tense, aspect, modality, voice, or person. An auxiliary verb comes before the main verb. As we can see in these sentences, I'm being honest, I have ridden a horse, she doesn't do interviews. The auxiliary verbs are am, have, and doesn't. Now, the main verb provides the main meaning of the sentence. Most verbs in English are main verbs. Here we have some examples. I am seeing the stars, we have had a green car, and they didn't climb the Everest. The main verbs are seen, had, and climb, and the auxiliary verbs are am, have, and didn't. The auxiliary verb to be. We use the auxiliary to be in progressive tenses and for the construction of passive voice. To form the present progressive, the verb to be has three forms: am, is, are. To form the past progressive, the verb to be has two forms: was, were. In perfect progressive tenses, the verb to be is in past participle. In future progressive, the verb to be is in base form. The passive voice is formed with the verb be in the appropriate form. Here we have some examples. She is making an apple pie. I was recording a video. He has been talking for 2 hours. A mosquito had been flying. Adam will be playing football at 5 p.m. The scarf was washed by my grandmother. The violin was played by Elena. We use the passive voice to emphasize the action rather than who or what is responsible for it. And in these sentences, the auxiliary verb to be is in past simple and comes before the main verb in past participle form. We use the auxiliary verb to do in the negative and interrogative construction of simple tenses, and also to make the verb more emphatic. The structure of a negative sentence in present simple is the subject plus the auxiliary do or does for the third person singular plus not and the verb. For example, I don't drink coffee. To make a negative sentence in past simple, we need a subject, an auxiliary, not, and the verb. She didn't read novels. To make interrogative sentences, the auxiliary verb comes at the beginning of the sentence. For example, does he buy an electric car? In interrogative sentences in past simple, the auxiliary verb is in past simple. Did you buy an apartment in the city? And now here we have some examples of the auxiliary verb to do used to emphasize the verb. I do like the film. I do have a sister. The auxiliary verb to have is used in perfect tenses. In present perfect, past perfect, present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive, future perfect, and future perfect progressive. Here we have some examples. Caleb has played video games for 3 hours. By 2021, I have been 19 years old. Laura and Maria have been playing ping-pong. She had been waiting her friend for hours. By December, we will not have finished the classes. By September, he will have been selling his house. The auxiliary verb to have comes before the main verb conjugated in past participle form. Has, had, have, had, and have. These are the auxiliary verbs. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.